My name is Moni.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we have a special guest with us. This is our good friend Michael.
Hello.
He is a really good friend of ours. He was actually a part of we were part of the original board gaming group, right?
Yeah.
When we first got into the hobby?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a few years ago, and since then we've
Way
been
more
close
than
friends.
a few.
Yeah, that was a very
several
long
years
time ago.
Yeah, Michael helps us learn a lot of games,
Yeah.
and we figured Shipwreck Arcana is a fantastic one to bring him on board because this one plays really, really well with more than 2 players, and so we figured let's get it done.
Yes. So this is a game that we actually played for the first time at AirCon, which was a convention that we went to in England a few months ago.
Yep.
And so thank you to Anne for introducing this game to us on the Air bus. This is a deduction game, if you've never played it before, and it has kind of an abstract theme. We're fortune tellers.
Yes, there's a lot of math involved here. Before we move on, though, it is designed by 2 different designers,
Yes.
Matthew and Kevin
Bishop.
and published by Meromorph Games. This game just came back in stock, so we figured this is a great time to highlight this one.
Yes. And if you're interested in checking it out, by the way, we will include a link to their website down below. And of course, by the way, we're going to start with a teach of the game and go into our full 3-player playthrough and then end with a review. So if you're into jumping around, we'll include timestamps down below.
And lastly, if you do like these kind of videos and you do want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
All right. And I think we're ready to begin.
Yep, let's do it.
So if you please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for our 3-player game of the Shipwreck Arcana. As you can see here, we have a lot of abstract art because we are fortune tellers, right, guys?
Yes.
And so in this game, we're fortune tellers and we are trying to predict our fortunes 7 times.
Our fate.
Yes, the object of the game is to guess 7 of our fate tokens correctly before the doom token hits 7. And so that all makes sense in a second. I do want to mention there are different levels of difficulty. And so today we are starting at level
Hard mode.
4. Yeah, this is hard mode. We're going all in. The way that the game works is we have a bag of fate tokens. And so the fate tokens are numbered 1 through 7. We each also have our own tiles in front of us that are labeled 1 through 7. And this is basically what the fate tokens look like. And so on your turn, you're going to start by drawing 2 fate tokens from the bag. One of the tokens is a token that you're going to use to give the other players a hint as to what the second token is in your hand, because they're going to try to guess the other token in your hand, if that makes sense. And so just as an example, I've pulled 2 fate tokens now, and we have these cards in the middle. You'll be playing your fate tokens to in order to give a kind of a clue as to what your other fate token is.
Yep.
And so as an example, like for example here, the key, it says 7 to 9. If the sum of your fate tokens is 7, 8, or 9, you play one of them here. And so let me just do an example right now. I'm going to play one of my fate tokens to the Lord. So the Lord says, if one of your fates is 5, 6, or 7, and the other is not, you play the 5, 6, or 7 here.
Okay.
So I'm going to play this 5 right there. And so now Naveen and Michael are going to try to deduce as to what my other fate token is in my hand.
Yes.
Right?
So based off of this,
Yeah.
we can kind of tell that 5, 6, and 7 is not the other one.
Right.
And that's because the rules of the card in order to place here basically say you cannot place it if it's 5, 6, or 7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then they would probably tell me to flip over the 5, 6, and 7 in front of me, because this is going to keep track of all of the hints that we've been given as to what this fate token is.
The knowledge that we have acquired by her placing this in front of this card right
Exactly.
here.
And also, my placement might also give other hints based off of what cards you did not place your fate token on. If that makes sense, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, because Monique could have very easily played this 5 here if she wanted to tell us that she had a 3 in her hand or a 7, because this is plus or minus 2 relative to the token placed. So we're thinking maybe she doesn't have a 3 or maybe she doesn't have a 7, because she would have played this 5 here to give us even more information.
Exactly. So that's kind of the thought process that we're going to be doing throughout the game. And so now, you know, they can deduce that my other fate token is going to be either 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's not very good odds, because after you play your fate token, now they have a chance to predict what it is. And if they guess correctly, then we get a point. But if they guess incorrectly, then our doom token goes up by 1. And again, as soon as the doom token hits 7, we lose the game. So that would be very bad. The other option is they don't have to guess. You know, making a prediction is optional, and then we would just kind of pass the bag, and it would be Michael's turn. The one other thing, though, is at the bottom of each of these cards, there are these moon symbols. And so if you'll notice, each fate token has a certain number of pips. If the number of pips, the sum of the tokens underneath the card are equal to or greater than the number of moons, then the card will fade. And so what happens there is you flip over the card, and then now we have a benefit that we can use at some point throughout the game. These are going to vary. We'll just kind of read them as we play the game. But the bad thing is if the card fades on a turn where they did not make a correct prediction, then our doom token is going to go up by 2. So
yeah, we don't have much error here because this can only move 3 spaces before we lose the game. Really, it could only move 2 spaces because on the 3rd one we lose the game.
Yeah, we sure want to do hard, guys.
We're playing hard mode. No, we're going to try it. Yeah.
It's go big or go home, right?
Yes. Well, we are home, so that's it. Yeah.
So anyway, I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, it will as we play.
Yep.
Okay.
Ready?
Cool. Let's do it.
Should I just go first?
Yeah.
I have the bag.
Hopefully
Sure.
you get a better clue.
I hope so
Yeah.
too. When I was doing it, I was like, wait, there's another card that I could have played too. My other fate token was
That's
a
right.
4. And I was thinking I could have played it there because the sum was a 9. But
One last rule
anyway.
that we didn't go over. If for some reason the tiles or tokens that Monique has or any one of us has does not meet this criteria, you place that token right in front of this one, which is the hours. After that, it would then slide over, and then if that triggers this to fade, then it fades.
Yes. All right, ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hard seems hard right now.
Yeah, it does,
Real hard.
In the bag, there is a distribution of 1 through 7, 3 sets of them. So
Yes.
there's 21 total in there, so we can kind of deduce from that as well.
Okay. I've got my tokens.
Okay.
I am going to play one of my tokens to the key.
Okay.
So I'm placing it there.
7 to 9. If the sum of your fates is 7, 8, or 9, play one of them here. Okay, so we know that 1, 2, and 3 definitely cannot be. And we also know that 7 can't be, right? Because 7 plus 3 makes it 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Monique, can you flip over your 1, 2,
Yes.
3, and 7?
Yes. And, I'm not allowed to do this voluntarily. I can only flip over my tokens when they tell me to.
That's right, yeah.
So.
Okay, Michael, what do you think about any information based off of the plus minus 2?
Well, normally that'd be a good place to go, but if she were to go there, that would make this fade right away, and we would just have to 50-50 a spot, and we wouldn't want to do that on hard. So
okay, I see what you're
I think we don't want to deduce anything there.
Sure. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because this is 1 pip, and that only can afford 1 pip, and then we would have 50-50 with no benefits. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But she could play here with that same lot.
She could,
with the logic of playing over here, because it wouldn't have faded it, but she would have had to have played the 5, 6, or 7, which are 2. Actually, the 7 is 3.
Yeah.
Of it.
Interesting.
So if she had any of these, the 5 or 6, she could have played here with the 5 or 6, but again, it makes the fate move a little bit further on that.
Yeah.
And then lastly, if one of your fates is higher than the other, play the higher one here.
Yeah, so if she had, let's say hers is 4, that would make it really tough to put it there, because then that means 1, 2, or 3 is the only ones available. Okay. So what do you think? Do you think we want to?
I think we got to pass.
We got to pass, yeah.
We're playing on hard.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time to get back to Monique.
I'm leaning towards it being a 4.
Okay.
Like, if I was to have to make a guess, I'm going to lean towards 4 because of this card being here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. My turn.
Yes, we're going to pass. We're going to skip.
Predictions are optional.
Yes.
So that is totally good. And nothing fades because there was only one pip there.
Okay. So Michael grabs 2.
I don't want to lose this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to place my tile, and then I'm going to be quiet.
Okay. Oh, to the Lord.
Okay.
So if one of your fates is 5, 6, or 7, and the other is not, you play the 5, 6, or 7
Okay,
here.
so let's have you flip over 5, 6, 7.
Right. What else can we deduce from this, Naveen?
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's hard to draw conclusions right now. I will say this is not going to fade.
It's
so
not.
we could also just we could just
wow, that's so hard.
move on.
You know what? Playing on normal mode, knowing you have that buffer, is interesting because now you basically don't have a buffer.
So you're less willing to take risks.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Wow.
Move on.
Okay. Let's move on. I'll take mine if you don't want to guess, right?
I don't want to guess.
Okay. All right.
I'm not in the risk-taking
mood. Okay. All right. I have my 2 tokens. I'm just going to figure out what to do.
Thematically, we're fortune tellers. We should be good at this, right?
We're totally going to fail. All right. I am going to... So the one rule I taught, I'm going to execute on that rule.
Oh, no.
Oh, hello.
I'm playing
That's decent.
that there.
Okay, that means that none of these are true.
Okay.
So, not a 5.
Naveen, flip over your 5.
Okay.
It's 5, 6, 7. The other is not. Okay, so it's not a 5 or a 6. Or it's,
No, it's not a 1, 2, 3, or 4.
if one of your fates is 5, 6, or 7, and the other is not, that's right.
Yeah, I think.
Because then you would have to play a 7 here. So yeah, 1 through 4.
Yep.
So now we're down to 50-50.
Yep.
So
Well, no, we can deduce it all because he could have played the higher if it was a 6.
he could have, if one of your fates is higher than the other, play the higher one here.
Thinking.
Because you're not allowed to.
Yes,
you're not allowed to place it there unless all of this is not
True.
true.
Yeah.
So then this is a 7.
I think that this rules out that it was
It's
not
a
a
7.
6, so it is a 7.
You want to guess it?
Let's do it.
It's a 7.
Very good.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, that was good. Okay, perfect.
Okay,
so we
awesome.
have success there.
Okay, so this
Well,
slid over here.
Yeah. So this is gonna fade.
We get a point.
Mhm.
Yes. This is the first time this is fading, and again, it's fading because there are 3 pips on this and only 1 moon. So
Yes.
now we have more than the number
We
of moons.
needed to get this card out of there.
So we flip this over, and now we have this ongoing ability that we can use once in the game. It says twice. Before making a prediction, we can discard this to make 1 extra prediction this turn.
Nice.
Typically, when cards fade, we would go up in Doom, but because we correctly predicted Naveen's token, then that's a nice freebie.
That's right. Yep. So
But this
this
gets
7 goes
discarded.
back in the bag. So does this one, and they are.
And we get a new card.
You get. Yeah, pass over, Monique. This is your new one.
Well, we have the engine, and it says factor. If one of your fates is double or triple the other, play one of them here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gotta
double
do
or
some
triple.
math now.
Yeah.
Okay, since I still have one of my fate tokens in front of me, I only draw up 1 because you only draw up to 2 basically on your turn,
Right.
and I am not required to play. I can choose. I can basically pick them both up and still choose between the 2 which one to give as a clue and which one to keep as a guess. If that makes
The
sense.
only thing is the tokens that we have asked her to flip over, she does not automatically flip them up. So we don't know if she's switching it up or is she
Yes.
going to stay with the same fate token.
Yeah, I cannot tell them.
So
what I'm
in
doing.
general, we want to stay with the same one that we kept.
Totally.
So that we can work off the clues from the
That
previous
we've already
round.
built up. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
You're ready already? Okay.
I think so.
Okay, what do you got?
Wait, let me just look through these real quick. If one of your fates is higher than the other, if the sum of your fates is 7, 8, or 9, play one of them here.
I think
Okay.
she's going to the hours.
I'm going to the hours.
Oh,
There we go.
Michael, you are
Okay.
correct.
Well, I think it just gives it away. I think the higher plus hours makes it real easy.
Makes it 6, right?
It's 6.
Yeah, because 6 plus 6 is not in this range. 5, 6, 7, she would not be allowed to play here because she would have another one, and then the whole doubling and all that. Yeah, I think 6, right? And then we know 4 through 6. Yeah, okay. 6, Monique.
It is 6.
Okay.
We're playing on
Nice.
easy
Yeah.
mode.
We're gonna, we should have played on doomed mode,
No.
by the way, so that goes
No.
there.
Wow, that was good.
We get a point.
We do get a point.
Oh, wait, sorry, I jumped
whoa,
to 3.
whoa.
Okay, no.
I'm in the
That's
business
super
of
easy.
cheating, it seems.
So this does not fade because there's 3 moon symbols to only 2 pips. So this can be a liability though. No.
Yeah, that can be one real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
And we don't get an ability because it has not
Yeah.
faded. Yeah.
But this is still, you can keep that in mind.
It's there, yeah. All we know is Michael is 1, 2, 3, 4, as long as he keeps the same fate token that we're trying to figure out.
I trust Michael will make
The right
decision,
decision, yes. Unless he
regardless
has
of what
something
that
obvious.
is.
Unless he has something obvious, and then it won't be obvious because.
I think we're overthinking
Yeah.
this now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm ready to put out my token.
All right, that's to Dawn. Okay,
4.
so if one of your fates is higher than the other, play the higher one here. So,
Oh, interesting. If I play the higher
okay,
one here.
So flip over 4 for sure.
Yep.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Let's see, Naveen. Let's see.
Let's deduce here. Okay.
He
He
if it
could
were
have-
3, he would have played
He could
the
have.
4 there.
Yeah.
Because
That equals exactly
we would have
7
known.
to 9.
Yeah, it would have honed in on the 3.
Yeah. So Michael, flip over your 3.
Please.
We're gonna say it's not 3. Okay.
Okay, so now we're at 50-50. If one of your fates is double or triple the other, okay, one of them here. So that
can't be
might
2,
have been
right?
a 2.
So not a 2, right?
I would say so, right? Because it was already 1 through 4.
1 through 4 is all we know.
And had he put the 4 there, we would have known for sure it was a 2.
2, yeah.
So it's got to be 1. What do
Okay.
you think?
Yeah. So okay, let's guess that it is a 1.
It is a 1.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
nice.
Perfect. So
All right.
We get a point.
We get a point. We're at 3 points now.
Nothing fades, so
Nothing
nothing changes here. We
fades,
just
yeah.
got a point. That
We
was
just
my
got a point. Very good. So now you know nothing about my new fate. I don't even know about my new fate.
Yeah, this is
So-
everybody has a blank slate now, which is not really
Which is not good when they're all
Especially
lined up.
Yeah, everything's on the edge of fading. So
Yeah. you can kind of play the odds, but unfortunately there's no doubling up here, so it's pretty tough. 3, 4, 5, and 6 is showing.
We might have to use our twice power.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's there. I just have to say, by the way, that this is the perfect game to play with Michael, because Michael is a master of deduction.
brain.
So,
Yeah.
you know, if it were just Naveen and I'd be sweating a little bit on hard mode, but I feel calm.
Sometimes, though, you get in your head about, oh, he
Yeah.
would have deduced that, and then you're like, oh, no, I didn't
Like, Michael,
think
you're
that.
thinking that I'm smarter than I really
Yeah.
am. That
Okay.
could be tricky.
I have one here for us, so
Okay.
I'm gonna play this here.
To the key.
Playing the 1 there.
If you're somewhat... Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that it's either a 6 or a 7, right? Because the sum has to be 7, 8, or 9.
Yep.
So flip over 1 through 5, please, Naveen.
Okay.
We could use twice and just ask.
Yeah, so
twice.
maybe that's what he was just going for, you know, just use twice, get through it. But
Yeah.
let's, you know, okay, higher does nothing there.
Yeah.
5, 6, or 7. Sure, he could have played the 5, 6, or 7 there,
Yeah, but it wouldn't.
but it would have faded and we wouldn't have known anything.
Yeah.
And factors out of the table for this. So I think we just go with our 50-50 and use the power.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, hold on. This
Okay.
is also not fading.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
So we could wait because everything now is on the verge of fading.
I
The
see.
next card is going to fade.
Yeah, and we want to use the power to make sure that we have the correct guess on the turn that it fades.
Yes.
So, I good call to not
pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's pass.
We're gonna pass. Naveen.
Passing. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, back to me. So this is gonna be brand new. There we go. Woo wee. I'm going to play my fate token
Okay.
here.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Monique.
You're
So
welcome.
it could be anything.
Get to deducing.
Can you flip over your 7, please?
Yes. Flip over your
Yes.
7.
And
That I can
and
do.
it's gonna fade.
That's right.
Okay, so we gotta hone in some stuff. She played a 7, which kind of rules out 1 and 2.
Yeah. I would say flip over 1 and 2. Yeah.
Let's just go for it. Let's just, because we have to
We
at
have
least
to.
try to deduce down the 50-50.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah.
just go through the logic and assume.
I'm leaning really towards 6. So I'm thinking she did not play here because because 6
Because she
she played a
could've.
7 and she legally could not here, right?
So yeah, if she had 4 or less,
She would probably
then
play
she
there.
could have played there, and that at least would have got us to
Yeah.
4 choices. Okay. 7's prime, so factors
7's prime,
already,
it's not a
already out
factor,
of the
yeah.
thing.
So can we eliminate? You want to eliminate 3 and 4?
Sure.
Okay, let's eliminate 3 and 4.
Let's just, I mean, we got to go down a path.
We got Now we could do the twice. Yeah, because it could be 5 or 6
Our game might end right now if
if we're wrong.
If we guess and we're wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we could not. Obviously, we could just not guess and lose to Doom, and I don't know what we're gaining from that. So
Yeah, I think we have to go for it,
I
right?
think we have to go for it.
Okay.
So the risk that they're discussing is if they guess and it's incorrect, it's both gonna fade and you're gonna lose a doom for being
Right.
incorrect. So you lose 3
Again,
doom.
we start at
essentially.
4 and the game ends if you get to 7.
Yeah,
so
so then-
yeah.
Yeah.
So we have this though. So let's
Yeah.
just go ahead and use it. We're gonna guess both 5 and 6.
So you're gonna guess 5 first.
Sure.
It is not 5.
Okay.
It
is
is
6.
6.
Okay, perfect.
So-
So we've used this. This is
Yes.
out. That's gone.
And
But
it
that was successful.
correct. So we get a point.
Okay.
And then this is going to fade. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
That was a good deduction there.
Yeah.
When I pull these two, I was like, uh-oh.
No, that's actually a pretty good one right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get into situations where you pull 2 tokens and you still have to go there, and
Yeah.
we went through that whole deduction line, and it was actually not that.
Not
It's
even
just-
that. It's like you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Legally, yeah.
Definitely. So this fades. So now we have a new power here. It says higher than. Before making a prediction, the group can discard this to pick a number X and ask, is your fate higher than?
Oh,
That's
great.
not bad.
That sounds very
That's really
powerful.
nice.
That's not bad for me.
And these two get discarded.
Yeah.
Is your fate higher than 6?
Yes or no?
Okay.
Okay,
So we have a new card.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice one.
This is the Stranger. Check out this artwork, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's cool.
Quite abstract. It says odd. If the sum of your fates is odd, you play one of them here. Oh, that's nice. It's a great one. There you go, Michael.
Here we go.
I'm going to reset these
If I remember.
because we are back to square one
That's right.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, we know nothing about Michael's, huh?
Okay.
So score check. What are we at? 4 points?
Yep.
4 and 4.
The Doom has
Yeah.
not
4 and
moved.
4.
It has
We
not moved.
now match our doom.
I'm ready to put out one of my clues.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Get a
odd.
2. Oh, it's 2. Okay, so the sum of this, of 2 and the other one, is an odd number.
Okay, so can you flip over all your even numbers?
Yes,
2,
please.
4, and 6.
Yeah. I was like trying to think. There's a simple math
Simple
concept here.
4th grade
Okay.
math. Okay.
So
there we
1,
go.
3, 5, and 7.
Okay. Now he did not play into here, so the addition 5 plus 2 would make 7. He didn't do that.
Yeah, I feel like if you were to play this here, it would have faded the card, and it would have only narrowed it down 3 tokens, maybe?
It would have narrowed it down to 2 because 2 plus 5 is 7 and 2 plus 7 is 9.
And the 6 plus 2 is 8?
Well, oh yeah, because yes, we would not know the odds, but we can use the information we know now about that. Like we can use the information he gave us, right? That definitely 2, 4, and 6 is not there.
Yes.
Right, so we don't have to go that far back in time to be like, well, what if it was a 6 at the time? Because we know it's not 6.
Yes. Right.
So,
what
2.
are you saying here, Naveen?
Well, because you said 2 plus 6, 8, but we know for a fact we don't have to go down that line of thinking. Yeah,
but like
we don't have to put him in that situation.
Sure.
Okay. So
I feel like this is just like a safe place too, because it doesn't fade the card.
it's a safe place, and it
there.
also tells us that it's not 2, 4, and 6, right? So he could have put in here and to tell us that it's a 7 or a 5. So I'm thinking it's not 7 and 5.
You want to narrow it down already? Let's just move on. What do you think?
No.
This is safe.
I'm not saying take a guess, but I'm saying, there's no guess here, but I'm just.
We'll keep that logic in mind for when it gets
we
stuck
can
to
keep
my
going
question.
though. Right?
Oh, you want to keep going?
No, like just keep talking about this, right? So.
Okay, so 5, 6, or 7.
Right.
The other is not. Play the 5, 6, or 7 here.
He didn't do that.
He didn't do that.
He left us with 4 things. I think Michael would leave us with less than 4 things, right? This is a 1 in 4 shot. I think if he had rules that he had to play into, that would give us a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 2 shot, he would take us down that path versus leaving us.
Remember this conversation for later.
Oh, yeah.
You can let us know.
Oh, yeah.
And Naveen may very well be right here. I'm just erring on the side of caution.
Super caution.
Because we're on hard mode.
Okay, no, but am I making any sense? Like Michael cannot talk, but are you comfortable saying 5 and 7 are out? If not, he would have played his 2 here, right? He would have played his 2 here, and math says that it would be a 1 in 3 shot here. He would have left us with a 1 in 3 shot.
Okay. My thing is if it is a 5 or a 7, yes, he could have played it here, but it is still a risk because this is going to fade if he puts a 2 there.
Sure.
And like we won't know for sure. Like that's not a close guess.
I see what you're
It's
saying.
Still a chance that we might get that wrong unless we could truly deduce that properly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it fades, the doom goes up by 2.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to just leave it like this?
I like to leave it like that.
Okay.
I mean, you very well could be right. It could very well be not 5 or 7, right? Like there's 4 options here, but it is a little risky.
Okay, we'll just leave it here. Okay, we'll just remember that it possibly not 5 or 7. Okay.
This is why this game is good.
Yeah.
These types of conversations.
Yes.
All right.
That is true.
I get what you're saying about like it puts us at like you have to make a guess there. Yeah.
Yeah, when that risk isn't like necessary.
Right.
Okay.
Is there going to be a timestamp when Michael explains what happened?
Yeah, we'll try to remember this. Yeah.
Yes, just remember this.
Please remember this moment. Okay.
Remember this moment. Yeah.
Just want to point out any cards that say before making a prediction, you can use that power and then not make a prediction. If the information you got didn't make you confident in doing that stuff. So
that's smart.
it does not
that makes
let
sense.
you go into things. So
Okay, so I'm gonna play here.
there we go.
Okay.
So Naveen, can you flip up all of your tiles?
Okay.
Now, Naveen, can you flip down your 5, 6, and 7?
That wasn't cool.
No, nope. And it's going to fade.
So that was his token. It was a 6, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, we know that 100%.
So now this is a new token. He was forced to choose because that token didn't fit anything else.
Yeah, so we can start flipping up. We can be very confident that Naveen, please turn down both your 2 and 3.
Right. And the reason, let me know if this is right. The reason is because we knew that his old token was the 6.
Or 7.
Or 7. But
yes,
now,
yes.
the reason why this is happening
Got
is
it.
because this was his old token. He was
Yes.
forced to swap
Yes, we know
because
that.
That token doesn't fit any of these things, but this one does. So he was forced to play it.
Yes,
right?
that is.
Okay.
It's a good way of explaining it.
Okay, so then this is not true.
Yep.
So we flipped over those.
Yep.
Okay, if one of your fates is 5, the other is that. So we did that.
Yep.
If the sum of your fates is 7, 8, or 9, play one of them here. So it's not a 1.
We could
it's
flip
4.
over. That's if.
What do you think?
So let's pretend it was 1 and 6. Let's just pretend it's 1 and 6, and he then put the 1 there, right? We still wouldn't know if it's the 6 or 7 that he had in his hand. So I'm just saying we can't 100% rule out a 1 in my mind. We're still at a 50-50.
We're still at a 50-50.
That's what I'm just thinking. But we can move on to this one, and maybe that will solve that. So if they were odd, then he could have played the one here, and then we would have known that. So now I think we clearly can go.
Definitely 4.
Navina, do you have a 4?
It's a 4.
Wow! Yay! We did a swapperoo, and
That's
we
it.
still guessed it.
That's it. So this one fades.
Yeah,
so
let's get a point for.
We get a point. This goes out.
Thanks,
Thanks,
you.
Michael. And then that's going to come down. What's in store for us?
Wait, we
didn't
don't
use
lose.
Oh no, we didn't lose this. Yeah, we
Ian,
didn't. Yeah, you
making
didn't
it-
use this. Yeah,
Making it even
We're
harder.
looking good right now.
I want hard mode. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So our new power is 5, 6, 7. Before making a prediction, we can discard this to ask, is your fate 5, 6, or 7? That exact phrase. So it rules out at least those 3 numbers.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Cool.
Okay, so we have the
that is
chalice. Wow,
What
look
does
at
it
that
say?
chalice.
Tell.
It says play one of your fates here. If you do, say whether your remaining fate is higher than the one you played. Okay,
That'd be nice. Okay.
that is nice. Is it back to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know nothing about your
No,
stuff.
this is a clean slate, and we are at, what is that, 5 points?
5. We need to score 2.
More.
And yeah, we're
Take us home, Monique, and
Guess
then
mine.
okay.
That's all you need to do.
We can maybe win on my token and explain it
At the same
at
time.
the same
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The big debacle. So,
Well, we have these, which is nice.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, here we go. So
4.
playing that to the stranger.
Okay, so can you get rid of all your even numbers?
I certainly can.
2, 4, 6. Okay, same thing as Michael's.
Yep.
All right. Now.
So this one is going to fade. So
This
she
one
chose
is
the
going
play here, so maybe she's trying to get us
Mhm.
to something. If it was 3, she could play here.
Yep.
And all the other ones she couldn't play there.
She could technically play the 5. 5 plus 4 is
Oh,
9.
yeah, no, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. If she played a 4 there, then it would have been 3, 4, or 5, right?
Mhm.
So that would have been better.
Better odds than
So
this.
we can kind of say, let's kind of move on from 3 and 5 a little bit.
Yep.
And then
It's in the lower tier of if we had to guess.
1 and 7's the priority here.
Right.
I don't think we would get to this part, but if this was earlier in the game, I think she would have played the 7 instead of the 4, because it would have been more pips, and you
More
don't
pips,
want the
Just get it off.
you want to
yeah.
get rid of the pips, so you have
Right.
less options. But we're at the end of the game, so I don't think no matter what, she was probably going to fade something.
Yeah, that's right. We could do this. We can say, or we can even ask, is it higher than 6?
If we wanted just to
If we want to just, just to zone in on that 7. If she says yes, then we know it's a 7.
Yeah.
We don't want to ask anything that's 50-50. So do you want to use this power?
Let's just. So then factor was already out because all the other things were gone. I like it.
Okay. So Monique, we would like to know if your second fate is higher than 6.
No.
Oh.
Okay. So 7 is out.
7's out.
So we're going to say no to 7.
We whiffed.
Okay. So this action is gone.
Okay. Well, if we go to the 7 and 9,
So-
then that would take us that out. The safety thing, maybe I was wrong on that note, so it still could be the 1. Factor does not help us. So what are we thinking here?
Oh boy.
So we could again reduce
we
it.
could ask this, yeah.
But
And
if
then-
we're already leaning towards, if we guess and we're wrong, we could lose.
That's right, yeah.
So do we just take the 2 hit because we have it,
Take the 2 hit. The thing is,
or do we use this to try to get it?
my concern is you know nothing about me.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and we have to score 2 in a row.
Yep.
So we are the closest to scoring here.
We don't necessarily have to score 2 in a row in case you are able to
do something.
not fade something.
Yeah.
My thought with asking this card though is like, if she says yes, then great.
Then it's 5, yeah.
If she says no, then we're at a 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50.
It's kind of leaning towards the 1 still.
Right.
But
Then we just move on, I think. I don't like the idea of it coming back around to me.
sure. So let's use the power and
I think we use the power,
and
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Monique, is it a 5, 6, or a 7?
It's been so long. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Oh.
Monique, is it a 5?
Yes.
Perfect.
Ah.
Okay, this is a
Good.
perfect example of don't rely too much
I'm gonna
on
score some points so we don't
hoping
forget.
that your teammates are going to make the right decision. Because even though that was a better play, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. So.
Oh, by putting it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Michael said that, I was like immediately.
Because it's
God,
instantly
why didn't I do
50-50
that?
at that point, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think there would have been
no,
three.
1 and 3, yeah.
It would have been 1 and 3, but then we had two cards
Two cards
that kind
that
of
would've
like
super
kind of
helped
worked
us.
on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
So,
okay, good.
alas, we still got the point.
We did, yeah.
This fades.
Fades.
So now we have 1, 2, or 3.
Perfect.
So same thing as
I
the
love
5,
it.
6, 7, except you're asking is it 1, 2, or 3.
Awesome.
And these go.
Speaking of 1, 2, or 3, 1, 2,
Ah.
or 3.
The servant.
Yes.
This is
That's
going
gone,
back.
Yeah. So if one of your fates is 1, 2, or 3, and the other is not, you just play the 1, 2, or 3 here.
Okay.
All right, Michael, bring us home.
All right.
I believe I remember my token,
Yeah.
but I will bring it back into my hand.
Okay. Yeah. 'Cause you have
So
to-
I was thinking not 5 or 7 is what I was thinking. Remember in the last one?
Oh, you're bringing it back to
Bringing
the
it
old
back to
conversation.
Michael's, but
I've deleted that
I'm just going to
conversation.
take this information fresh and then still have the gut feeling.
By the way, on my turn, when you guys were like, it's either 1 or 7, I was thinking, oh my god, I am the one that's going to make us lose this game.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I think we would have not committed
Yeah.
if we didn't know
To something
100%.
like that, yeah.
I'm glad.
I'm ready to put out my clue.
Okay, let's
All
see.
right, here we
Here
go.
it is.
For all the marbles.
4.
Tell. Play one of your fates here. If you do, say whether. Oh, is your remaining fate higher than the one you played?
Yes.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
at 50-50 now. It's a 5 or a 7.
That's so funny. I said it wasn't a 5 or 7.
Okay, can you flip over 1 and 3?
Yes, flip over 1 and 3.
Please.
And
Let's talk about
This
this.
is going to fade. Now, why did Michael play the 4 there? Okay.
What was our old conversation? You wanted to flip over the 5 and the 7.
Hold on. Yes,
Right?
yes, we can move on.
Hold on. I suddenly remember that conversation. Okay, so it is.
I thought it was
okay.
fairly logical at the time, but okay.
Okay, what did
maybe
we
I'm
flip
wrong.
over? The 1 and the 3?
The 1 and the 3. Now, if it's a 5, Michael could have easily played it here, and then he could have played the 4 here with a 1, 3, 4, 7. He would have left us with just the 3 and the 5 as eligible here.
Yeah, and if he did that, then we would have been able to use this.
We would have
and
been
that
able
would
to
have
use this.
narrowed it down.
Right.
Um,
Right, because we could have then been like, is it 1, 2, 3? And then he
Yeah.
would have been like, no. And then we would have been like, okay, it's a 5. It must be a 7 then, maybe, right? Because 4 plus 7 is greater than 9.
oh, yes. It must be a 7.
Right.
Okay, let's just look through this real quick.
Sure.
What did he play?
He played the 4.
Oh, 4. I see. If one of your fates is double or triple the other, he couldn't have played that there either. Okay, so these are literally the only 2 potentials for what we had. Are we going to do this? For all the marbles? This is like this is like game match point. If we
Yeah, it's hard.
guess
Um,
and it's correct, we win. If we guess and it's incorrect, we lose.
Okay,
Right? Oh, no, wait. No, because it's... Oh, yes, it's going to fade. Yes.
It's going to fade. If
You know what? I'm going to let you decide. We're just going to let Naveen decide everything.
I would strongly lead towards a 7.
I would agree with that.
Let's go. Okay, Michael, is it a 7?
You guys guessed correctly.
Nice. Okay, cool.
7.
Yes.
Yay.
Was it 4 that
Perfect
logic
deduction
right
at
there?
the end. That
Okay.
was perfect.
Cool.
I literally was cornered
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
play something, and I had to choose between these two. And you guys did all of the deduction right of I knew that this card couldn't be
Couldn't be
used,
used, yeah.
and nothing else really. I was
Yeah. Having
forced
this card in
there.
play was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that card was
Cool.
good.
Before we talk about the previous conversation, let's get ourselves a point.
Yes.
Hey.
We have won the game.
Solid.
We could have won
on
on
hard
Doomed.
mode. We could have won on Doomed. Doomed, by the way, starts you at 6 Doom.
So
So
just
you
like
cannot
never make a mistake.
Yeah, you cannot make a mistake. Nothing can fade,
That's
and
right,
nothing
yeah.
you can't guess wrong ever. So,
Wow.
Michael, would you care to elaborate?
All right. Back when Monique was talking and
It was
Naveen
one-
was like,
it was-
"Get rid of 5 and
It
7."
was
Yeah.
1, 3. No, it was
It was 1, 3, 1, 5, and 7 because
Yeah.
it was the odd play.
You put
Yeah.
the 4 out there or
I
something,
put
right?
a 1.
A 1 out there. Okay.
And I had 1 and 7.
That's right. Okay.
And it was very simply just move on. Don't fade any cards.
Yeah.
Because I was not going to put you in a situation where you could
You had to
at
make a
least
mistake.
even get to a 50-50
Okay.
Yeah.
on the 1 and 7. So it was just purely a Let's live another day. move.
Okay,
So it was
gotcha.
what I
So
was
knowing
That's
that.
exactly what Monique
Okay.
was saying. And
That's why we didn't guess.
Naveen was like, Mike knows how to deduce. We can get further into it.
Yeah.
We can
Well,
go deeper.
That's a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
'Cause he
a compliment.
Like, Mike would
Yeah.
have brought us closer. Sometimes you can't.
Sometimes
So,
you gotta
I
live
will
another
say,
day.
during that conversation, I was sweating like, what am I missing? Naveen is seeing something that I'm not seeing.
Well,
here.
it was just that like Mike would probably
Yeah.
want to get us down to like a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 2 shot.
So it was just the
instead of
confidence
a 1 in 4.
in your
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it worked out in the end.
It all worked
To
out.
be fair, that is usually true.
Yeah, that's
Michael
true.
will get us down to 50-50.
But I will not put us in a situation where it's just
Yeah,
bad
which
for
is
the
bad.
game.
The
We
fact
want
that that
everyone.
card was gonna fade,
Yeah.
is what was
Yeah.
like okay.
And
back
all
off
the
a
other
little bit.
ones, I just didn't want to make you fade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Awesome. We did it. That is the Shipwreck Arcana.
Yeah.
Before we talk about how we feel about it, by the way, this is the box that it comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice and tiny. And at least in our copy, I think it's probably in every box. There
think
are
so.
additional cards. So this is a whole deck of cards that we didn't play with.
Yep.
So there's a lot. And then there's a whole,
There's even more
rest
that were
deck
part of
we
the
didn't
stack
even-
that we didn't. So
that we didn't even
different
show.
rules and stuff.
And I believe it also came with this. I don't know if this is a separate thing, but there's another mode of play.
Right.
So there's a lot of ways to play the game.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. Anyway, how do you guys feel about the game? Shall we go Michael first?
Sure.
Guess first? What do you think?
This is my first time playing it. I read the rules earlier today, and it just sounded exactly like my type of game, and it played exactly like my type of game, and I loved it. It creates good moments of deduction, but then also uncertainty at the same time.
Yeah.
And you have to make leaps of faith, and it just feels good when it pays off.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
nice playing it with
exactly.
more than 2 people because of the kind of conversations that happen. Like
Yeah.
it's like think it's definitely this, and it's like no, slow it down.
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
it down.
yes.
It's not definitely that
Yeah.
because of this, and this, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm using information I know now to try to go back and try to rededuce things, and it's really clever. I probably played this maybe like 10 times
Yeah,
now.
we played it a bunch because Anne, our good friend Anne, brought it on the Airbus, and she introduced it to as many people as possible, and basically everybody who played it fell in love with it. The game plays 2 to 5, so imagine a 5-player game. I think the more players, the harder, right?
Totally, I think
because
so, yeah.
you keep on having to restart basically, and then the fade clock keeps going. And so the thing that I really like about this game, besides the deduction part, we all kind of really love deduction games, is the fact that people can just drop in and out of the game. Like if you need to leave, or if you had a game night and somebody just arrives, you can easily just pull out another set of tokens, or they don't even have to have tokens. You can just have people join in on the conversation.
Yeah, the
right?
rule set is super simple too. So it's like, that was probably the shortest rules teach we've ever had in
Maybe.
any video that
Yeah.
we've done in the past 2.5 years, 3 years. So it's very simple to teach, but
But it's very deep, right?
very deep.
A
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
depth
Yeah.
to it. It's really fun. I really, really love this game. I really love the artwork too.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
the theme is it's kind of strange. We're fortune tellers.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just putting chits of
But-
numbers around. But
Yeah.
it's very nice to look at on the table.
Yeah, so simple concept, but fantastic game. Naveen was mentioning it in the beginning of the video. That this game was out of stock for a long time, and they recently reprinted it. So if this is something that you're interested in, or if this looks interesting to you at all, this is kind of the best time to look into it. So of course, we've included a link to their website down below. But just a really great game that we wanted to showcase.
Yeah, I've played it so many times, and I'm still never bored of it.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy it.
Well, thank you, Michael.
Thanks,
You're
Michael.
for joining in on this.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we
I'm
didn't
so
move the
glad.
red chit at all. That was
That's great.
awesome. Yeah.
But at the end there, it was like you win or you lose in this one.
Yes, yeah, you
decision,
had to go
so
for it. Yeah.
It was exciting.
Well, anyway, that is the Shipwreck Arcana. If you did enjoy this video, there is a link in the description down below to the website where you could pick this game up. Also, if you do like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
Bye.